How does league average WHIP help compare pitchers? Imagine trying to judge a pitcher's skill without knowing how they stack up against others in their league. That's where league average walks plus hits per inning pitched, or WHIP, comes into play. WHIP is calculated by adding all the walks and hits a pitcher allows and dividing that total by the innings they pitch. A lower WHIP means fewer base runners, which usually leads to fewer runs scored against them. But how does knowing the league average help? Well, it gives us a standard to see if a pitcher is better or worse than most of their peers. For example, if the league average WHIP is around 1.30, a pitcher with a WHIP of 1.00 is allowing fewer base runners than most. That shows they are very effective at controlling the game. On the other hand, a WHIP of 1.40 indicates they are allowing more base runners than the average pitcher. This comparison helps us understand how a pitcher performs in their specific environment. It also helps when comparing players from different eras or teams. Over time, offensive strategies and ballpark sizes change, so raw WHIP numbers alone can be misleading. Comparing a pitcher's WHIP to the league average adjusts for those differences. For example, if a pitcher's career WHIP is much lower than the league average during their time, it shows they were dominant at preventing base runners. This is true for great pitchers like Pedro Martinez or Clayton Kershaw, who have career WHIPs well below league averages. It's also useful alongside other stats like earned run average, which measures how many runs a pitcher allows. Sometimes a pitcher might have a low earned run average but a high WHIP if they benefit from strong defense or luck. Comparing their WHIP to the league average helps identify if they truly limit base runners consistently. Overall, knowing the league average WHIP helps us see how a pitcher stacks up against their peers, giving a clearer picture of their control and overall effectiveness. It's a simple yet powerful way to compare pitchers across different times and environments, making it easier to spot those who excel at keeping base runners off the bases.